watching the Breaking News show right here on CNN News 18. My name is Toya Singh. We are starting Tuesday with breaking news we've got coming in regarding caste survey results that were released by the Bihar government yesterday. Urgent mentioning, I believe, has already taken place before the Supreme Court around the Bihar Caste Census and the details, which, remember, the Bihar government released on Monday. You remember, this is a census that had faced a few legal hurdles within Bihar itself. Details, however, from the census were revealed yesterday. These details proposed that members of the OBC and, of course, the EBC communities together composed about 63% of the state. That was the biggest revelation of the survey. Now, the mentioning of this has already taken place before bench headed by Justice Sanjeev Khanna. Let's go over to my colleague Ananya to understand more. Ananya, what has the court had to say?
Well, definitely urgent mentioning was made before a bench headed by Justice Sanjeev Khanna. This is the court 3 of the Supreme Court where the mentioning had taken place today, unlike the court 1, which is not sat yet as of now. But what is very, very clear to note is that the court has clearly stated that, it can't do anything at this point of time. And the next date of hearing, as it was of October 6th in this particular matter, the court will be hearing the matter on the set date itself.
Ananya, but fact, just clarify for our audiences exactly what is the petitioner asking for, since the results have already been released yesterday.
Well, they were actually challenging the whole particular exercise of the Bihar Caste Census that was actually taking place in the state of Bihar. And in fact, the central government too had filed an affidavit clearly telling the topmost court of the country that, it is the only body that can actually carry out a census-like exercise, because it is only empowered under the Census Act to carry out such an exercise. And nobody else apart from the central government can actually do so. However, this survey has continued, the survey has gone on. And now we are seeing that, in fact, the results have also been released. However, what happens on October 6th is something that we'll have to wait and watch for. But no kind of an urgent relief that could have been granted by the topmost court of the country has been granted. And clearly the court has said that it will be looking into the matter only on October 6th, when the matter was actually listed for particular hearing.
Okay, Ananya, the next question I'm going to ask you is a more detailed one. I'll ask you, though, to provide a succinct answer if possible. The biggest thing that experts have wondered is whether the data that came out yesterday reopens a larger debate on the Supreme Court's 50% quota ceiling that was decided in 1992. Can you tell our audiences a little bit about the legal hurdles that this survey faced even before it took place and before the results were released on Monday? Because we know that the Patna High Court has also announced a decision on the same survey. Can you bring us details?
Well, definitely the matter saw a lot of hurdles, not only before the Patna High Court, but also petitions were filed before the topmost court of the country. However, they were being dealt with, but no kind of a stay was granted at any point on this particular exercise. And very, very clearly now, in fact, the results have been also been released. So whatever happened on October 6th is something that would not be of much relevance, because already the results have been given out, and whether or not the Supreme Court would be intervening into this is something that is a question mark that remains and would be answered only when the matter comes up for hearing on October 6th.
All right, Ananya, I'm going to actually ask you to stay with us. Let's move very quickly to the survey itself. What do the results say? Let's take a very quick look, and then we'll go back to our reporters to understand more. Remember, this is perhaps the biggest news that came out yesterday out of the state of Bihar. A caste survey that the JDU government has been pushing for a while now. The results finally coming out. So this is in the total population of 13 crores. These breakdowns are very important. I'll take you to the key numbers. Number one, the biggest revelation over here is that the unreserved, so the general category, is only about 15%. The other very important revelation over here, add up the number for the backward classes, so 27%, the extremely backward classes at 36%, and the scheduled castes, and you've got a huge block, a 63% block. Now, it's important to tell you here that this number isn't too different from what experts were predicting, but still, having this number in concrete gives anyone, so gives political leaders like Nitish Kumar, who is the chief minister under whose leadership the survey took place, it gives them the ammunition to actually say that backward classes, extremely backward classes and scheduled castes need more when it comes to jobs, reservations in every area. Now let's take a quick look at how other political parties in the state are responding to these developments. Take a look at the graphic we're going to be opening behind me in just a second. As we told you, this survey was something that the JDU government had been pushing for. The JDU's allies in Bihar are, of course, the RJD, Lalu Prasad Yadav, Tejasvi Yadav, and the Congress. Now, Congress's reaction to this has been that a caste survey is a boost also for the Congress in Bihar. Remember, this is particularly important because Rahul Gandhi had just on Saturday, in a different state, said that it was important to have caste surveys across the entire country. The Congress, therefore, as you can see, planning to include it in its manifesto for the 2024 elections. This is quite a known thing that for the INDIA and several of its parties, caste and the fact that more needs to be done for those who belong to lower castes, that's the argument that a number of INDI alliances are saying. They're going to be pushing for OBC, SC, ST reservations within this. So essentially the increase in the proportion of what is reserved for these communities. The Congress and its allies, as we told you already, are planning to make this part of their poll issue for the 2024 elections. Now, how the BJP chooses to further respond to this will also remain a point of focus. My colleague Pallavi with us right now to bring us more context on this. Pallavi, these results came out yesterday. Can you tell our audiences a quick overview of the politics that has played out since, with two key parties in mind, the BJP and obviously the JDU Congress RJD alliance in Bihar?
So the BJP's official response, and something which the Prime Minister also referred to yesterday when he was campaigning, was that the Congress party is once again playing its politics along caste lines. See, the caste census has been pending. In fact, the general census, the last time it was done was in 2021. It was then put on hold because of the COVID times. But what the Congress and opposition parties are now demanding is the resumption of the caste census as a part of the census process. Till now, the BJP has made the point, even in court, that these things take a certain amount of time and cannot be done in a hurry, considering the geography of India. But as far as the politics of it is concerned, look at Rahul Gandhi's tweet of yesterday. He says OBC plus SC plus ST constitutes 84% of Bihar's population. Now, what the Congress party is banking upon is, these kind of figures and statistics in other states as well. As far as the upper caste votes are concerned or the lower OBC votes are concerned, that's usually gone to the BJP. The Congress has lost out on the upper caste votes. The DMK doesn't care about the upper caste votes because they already project themselves as an anti-Brahminical hegemony party. So therefore, what they're planning is, as a part of the Congress manifesto in the upcoming state elections, caste census will be a part of it. A promise that, the OBCs will be given reservation is going to be a part of it. And a similar line is expected to be taken, Toya, as far as the common minimum program of the India front is concerned.
Okay, Pallavi, you can now tell our audiences a little bit about, in the run-up of this survey, what the BJP's response has been. Obviously, there is the national BJP, there's also the state BJP. Has there been a difference at all in their reactions?
Yes, you're right, Toya, but not many of them are open about it. But, obviously the Bihar BJP state unit would be a little concerned because, of course, they would want to tap in on the OBC plus SC/ST vote bank as well. So that is an area of concern. But I think the BJP's point is also, which is going to be made, is that the Prime Minister himself belongs to the OBC community. Therefore, the Congress's accusation that the BJP has scant regard for OBC does not hold much ice and does not hold much water. And I think that's the narrative which is going to be pushed forward by the BJP. And not just that, Toya, but the BJP is also giving out the statistics to show that when the UPA was in power and in state, Congress and ST have not been given those government positions.
Okay, thank you, Pallavi, for highlighting that for us. We'll keep checking in with Pallavi for more clarity on this story. Right now, let's walk you through more reactions after the survey results came out yesterday. Take a look.
विकास विरोधी लोगों को देश ने 6 दशक दिए थे। 60 साल कोई कम समय नहीं होता है। अगर 9 साल में इतना काम हो सकता है तो 60 साल में कितना हो सकता था। उनके पास भी मौका था, वो नहीं कर पाए। ये उनकी नाकामी है। वो तब भी गरीबों की भावनाओं से खेलते थे, आज भी वही खेल खेल रहे हैं। वो तब भी जात पात के नाम पर समाज को बांटते थे, आज भी वही पाप कर रहे हैं।
हम तो आपको कह रहे हैं कि जो हम लोग बिहार में कर रहे हैं, अब कोई आज तक किया है बिहार के जितना बढ़िया होगा। और इसके बारे में हम लोग जो उसके हित में कोई भी काम सभी जातियों का, ये नहीं कह रहे, एक ही बात हम नहीं कह रहे, सबके हित में जो काम आगे बढ़ेगा, हम लोग क्या करते हैं कोई मतलब किसी चीज को कर रहे हैं, आप लोग बोल रहे हैं तो में क्या कुछ हो रहा है, मुस्लिम हो कि हिंदू हो, किसी के लिए कोई काम हो रहा है, मुस्लिम के खिलाफ तो ही है, लेकिन हिंदू में कोई काम हो रहा है, आप जरा बताइए तो क्या काम किए हैं शेड्यूल कास्ट, क्या काम किए शेड्यूल ट्राइब का, अति पिछड़ा को अभी भी मान्यता दिए हैं पूरे देश में, बोलिए पिछड़ा ही न है।
इससे कैसे ये इस वक्त क्या जरूरत पड़ी है आंकड़ों की, तो ये तो इलेक्शन दिखाई दे रहा है उनको सन 24 का, उस इलेक्शन की वजह से सारी ये धंधे कर रहे हैं, तो इससे काम चलेगा नहीं। देखिए, मुल्क को खिदमत चाहिए, मुल्क को विकास चाहिए, मुल्क को तालीम चाहिए, मुल्क में अच्छा निजाम चाहिए, ये तो कुछ है नहीं। अरे वो उसको बताइए कि आप मुल्क चला रहे हैं तो इतने दिनों में आपने मुल्क के लिए, मुल्क की तरक्की के लिए क्या किया।